This is Hoodies. So I guess we can just go ahead and do this. All right, Azza? Let's do it, man. Welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the Podcast. I'm the host, of Gar Rashidi, coming at you live from the Skill Suite. Or maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. Let's put one in the air for Hoodies the Podcast. Word. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, right? Starting things off, I'd like to extend a rest in peace and my condolence to family, friends, and such of the late, great Nikki Giovanni, right? Nikki Giovanni was one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily sure who was the more popular black poet, Sister Elder Maya Angelou or her. I'm not necessarily sure if she's had a hand in inspiring Toni Morrison. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I do, however, know that the late, great Nikki Giovanni was instrumental in inspiring exceptional poets like Ursula Rucker, Jessica Care Moore, Saul Williams, Keisha Plum, and a dope-ass host of, like I said, exceptional poets. You know what I'm saying? Now granted, I believe she was a little bit more than that. I got a little something in here just so I could dig just a little deeper. I thought I had some of that info in here. But tell you what. All the owners think I'm Azza. No, hey, get out of there. Get out of there. You ain't going trash surfing on my watch. Anyway, but yeah, go ahead and Google Elder Nikki Giovanni so you can get the skinny on, you know what I'm saying, everything she was about outside of being a poet. Ladies and gentlemen, moment of silence for the late, great Nikki Giovanni. Word. It is grape juice is banging. 100% Concord grape. But yeah, along with that, and listen, I know some of y'all gonna get into, well, she was gay and she had a white wife. And I'm only saying that because somebody happened to mention that, and they had their reasons for mentioning it. I don't know if that plays a part. I don't know if such things would erase a person's legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, case in point, Angela Davis, she's gay, from what I understand. Does that erase her legacy? Does it? Nah, I think not. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and y'all go ahead and do what you wish with it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, along with that, I would like to extend also my condolences to anybody who's lost a loved one. And this is considered the holiday season, so my condolences go out to anybody who's lost a loved one around this time of year, or just simply just missing a loved one, because it's the holidays. A lot of folk are really into the holidays, and I'm not so stuck in my way of thinking, of not celebrating the holiday. I mean, Kwanzaa's not a holiday. I'm into that. That's not considered a holiday. But, I'm not so stuck on what I'm on that I can't appreciate what everybody else has got going on. So my condolences to you if you've lost a loved one. My paternal grandpa, he transitioned around this time of year some years back. So I think of him, regardless of whether or not I celebrate the Christmas holiday or not. However, some of my fondest memories of that day was over his crib on December 25th. And my maternal grandfather back in November was his born day, right? So around this time, there's a lot of, emotions and loved ones whom, still live with us in our hearts and in our minds and things like that. But wow, what we wouldn't give just to be in their presence. Physically. Dig what I'm saying? So my heart goes out to all of you. You know what I'm saying? Some warm energy. Gonna make it through, man. Word up. You ain't got no choice, right? We gonna make it through. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Word. And just the same, shout out to anybody who's got a born day today, right? Whether it's just your birthday or you actually came out the womb today. Happy born day, man. New life, more life. Salute. So check it, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Ozza's good. My family's good for the most part. Everybody's good, man. You know, I got no complaints. How y'all feel? Word. If you're not feeling good, I hope you get good. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into this thing, all right? Right? I mean, that's why we here, right? All right. Let's do it. You. Okay, so, excuse me. Now, I'm not one for a bunch of gossip, but listen. Something came across my mind earlier today, and I'm about to be a little long-winded in terms of how I came to that thought, right? So we already know what's popping off with Sean P. Diddy Combs. I call him Puff still. You know what I'm saying? His all the things he's got going on. I don't even think we're necessarily clear on what all his charges are, because all we keep hearing about is him being freaky and having freak offs and this, that, and the third. And sure, the dude was freaky and all that, but that's not against the law. You know what I'm saying? He's in custody, and supposedly he's got a lot of celebrities, a lot of big name people, those we know and those we don't know, right? So that led to just recently, as a few days ago, now there's allegations of a certain kind toward Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Real name Sean Carter, right? And the allegations is about him supposedly back in, I believe, the year 2000, having raped a 13-year-old girl, him and Puff.
Explosive allegations first reported by NBC News being made against rap icon Jay-Z. A new civil lawsuit accuses him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs at a house party more than 2 decades ago. Claims both men deny. NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett's here with more. Hey, Laura, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. Ever since Combs was indicted by federal prosecutors last fall, these parties he was known for hosting and what celebrities may have attended has been the subject of intense scrutiny. But the blast radius around the star had been relatively contained until now.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter. Claims both men deny. The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs after party she says Combs hosted in 2000. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink from a waitress that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Jay-Z swiftly issuing a statement Sunday calling the claims heinous and accusing the woman's attorney of trying to blackmail him, suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first, adding, quote, "I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world."
So, look, man. Right. So, after seeing that, hearing that, let me just say, I'm going to say this. For Jay-Z's representation to say, nah, let's take this to criminal court. Not in those words, but in so many words. This should be a criminal situation and not a civil matter. Says to me that come on with it, as opposed to settling out of court, which is what a lot of folk will try to blackmail you and get you to do, settle out of court, because they feel as though that, to be accused, to have, molested or sexually assaulted or raped someone, which is already bad in itself. And now for it to be a 13-year-old, that's not a good look to the brand. The Super Bowl is getting ready to come up. Jay-Z is in partnership with the NFL. Yo, hey. Ala, what are you doing? Get from over there, man. Anyway, what was I saying? It's just not a good look to anybody's brand. You know what I'm saying? To have that attached to your name. But I do respect the fact that his representation. No, yo, man, why you being rude? And listen, I hope none of this is true. It's just not a good look, period. You know? But yesterday, I just happened to be watching Stephen A. Smith's podcast, the Stephen A. Smith Show. Now, Stephen A. Smith says he and Jay-Z has been cool for over 25 years. Well, no, about 25 years. I don't think he said over 25 years. He said for 25 years. And, you know, and that's what's up. After 25 years, shit, that's what's up. You're supposed to stick up for your friend. You know what I'm saying? If I was Jay-Z's friend, 25 years, I'd be sticking up for him too. But here's the clip, though. Check this out.
Deny a request for the plaintiff to remain anonymous. Jay-Z's lawyer argued that the accuser's decision to file a lawsuit against his client under the name Jane Doe was, quote, inconsistent with a genuine effort to determine the truth or falsity of these allegations, as opposed to an effort to procure a quick settlement. His attorneys wanted dismissal of the suit or disclosure of the plaintiff's identity. Basically, that's it. I am not going to sit here and dismiss or excoriate Mr. Busby or his client, who's anonymous at this particular moment in time, and the allegations that she has leveled against Jay-Z. Here's what I will say. I'm broaching this story right now because we're talking about a friend of mine who is Jay-Z, somebody that I've known now for 25 years. And I'm going to state for the record, not calling anybody any names, not challenging Mr. Busby or the accuser, whomever. I'm telling you, I've known this man for 25 years. And I'm saying, for me, Stephen A. Smith, there is no way in hell I believe this about him. The Jay-Z that I know is the Jay-Z that I've seen around teenagers, and he doesn't even want us playing the kind of music we kind of listen to in hip hop.
25 years, I get it. I get it. I understand. I overstand. Right? But here's the question. Here's the thought, rather. Remember I was telling y'all about the thought. Here's the thought. The thought is, do we really know people, though? Do we really know people? 25 years. Yo, we got family members that we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a side to them that we are totally unaware of. You know what I'm saying? My circle is pretty limited in terms of friends. But I don't, and I've known Lil Bro way over 10 years. But I don't know everything about him. He don't know everything about me. You know what I'm saying? Unless you live with somebody, and even then, I don't think you really know people. Everybody's got different versions of them, different sides to them. Look, somebody could have a conversation with my lady, right? And from that conversation, they could deduce that, wow, I really like her. I really like her because she never places blame. She never points the finger. She never blames, and she don't blame nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then imagine saying that to me. She don't blame nobody. She don't point the finger. Her. This woman. Her? Yeah, all right. Okay. Because, of course, I know another side to her. She don't blame? Yeah, all right. I'll leave it right there. You understand what I'm saying? What that person knows of them or what they think they know, that's just what she chose to show you. just like we all do. Because that same person could have a conversation with me and deduce that I'm a particular way. That would have her like, you talking about Rashidi? That brother right there, Rashidi. Yeah, all right, okay, whatever you say. Because she knows something totally different. But even still, do we really know people? Now imagine a friend. You don't know what they into when they not around you. Especially if it's like the likes of Jay-Z and all them, you know, with access. You don't know what these people are into, fam. Everybody's got a side. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get all up in my son's business. I said this 1,000 times. I don't get up in my son's business. I treat their personal business like a room, and I do not go in that room unless I'm invited. And even then, I'm going to ask you, hey, is it cool if I sit on the bed? If it's cool if I sit right here? You know what I'm saying? I don't get in their business. Unless, of course, it's some extenuating circumstances and there's violence and somebody's getting hurt. Then I'm getting all up in there. I'm all up in there. But anything other than that, I don't get all up in their business. I don't give a fuck. Listen, he's a grown man. And I'm not that type of father. I don't get the lecturing. I have a conversation. I don't turn every situation. I don't do all that lecturing and shit. I don't do that. I get into lecture mode or teaching mode, if you will. You know what I'm saying? When it's, what the hell is this calling me? Oh shit, this is, blank, blank, blank. Take your pick, one of my sons. And then answer, Hey Pop, you busy? No, I'm cool. Hey man, I need to talk. Let me tell you. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and then boom. That's when the dad hat comes on. You know what I'm saying? Well, the dad mind, snaps in. I mean, that's probably not coming out right. I'm always that Pop. I'm always that. But the teaching mind, the lecturing mind doesn't activate until that happens. Because they've sought after it. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense? They've sought after it. That's the best way I can answer that. That's when I get into that. Anything less than that, I understand that whatever it is they're telling me, that's something that happened maybe a couple days ago, not too far away from the conversation. Maybe it just happened right before they called me, or I called them, whatever. And now here they are expressing and telling me what's on their minds. I don't go into lecture mode. That's not what this is about. We just talking. He happened to mention something that's going on. I don't get into lecture mode. You know what I'm saying? But because outside of lecture mode, I'm the Pop that's like, so what's the next move? What you plan on doing? What's the next move? What's the play? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Unless the wisdom is sought after, I'm not throwing it out there. Who the fuck wants to hear a lecture, man? I don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I respect my elders. I'll listen. I'll listen all day long. Dead ass. I'll listen to every word. Whether I agree with it or not, I will listen. However, that don't necessarily mean that I want it. And because I don't want it, I don't bestow that type of energy on my sons. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. They're gonna do what they want to do anyway. I'd rather you come looking for it, take that knowledge with you. Hey, prosper, be well. You know what I'm saying? And look, even when the wisdom is requested, I'll tell you a similar experience that I went through that's similar to yours, right? What I went through, everything that happened, surrounding that situation, how I handled it, how I should have handled it, what I learned from it. I'll share all of that, but I don't necessarily tell you what to do. I will end the conversation with, that's what I did. That's what I did. That may work for you. It might not work for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because my experience is my experience and yours is yours. Right? And I'm also not the type of father that will blow smoke up your ass. If I don't know something, then I don't know it. My oldest son has been inside before. I've been inside, but I ain't spent years. And my shit was traffic. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the father with the wisdom. It's right here. But I ain't about to just give it to you. I mean, yes, I'm going to give it to you, but it would be as per your request. What I'm going to get all, first of all, I don't want to get up. I don't care enough to get all up in your business. I mean, I care, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I already know there's sides to my son, versions of my sons that I don't know. Or maybe understand. Because they've had experiences that I've never experienced before. And every time we experience something, that's like it's chiseling something into our psyche. Tink, tink, tink. The way we move. Tink, tink, tink. All these things that help shape who you are as a man. And some of the tink tinks are things that I never experienced, and then vice versa. I've probably been through some things that they've never experienced. You see what I'm saying? There's different versions of us, and our life experience helps shape who we are. So the question still remains. And with all of that said, do we really know people? Just because our sons are our sons and our daughters are our daughters, I'm going to answer it. No, we don't really know people. You don't know your kids like you think you do. Hey, you may not necessarily know your woman like you think you do. You may have a pretty decent understanding, depending on how long you've been together. But there's still things that, I guess it depends on the relationship. There's still things you don't know. There's certain things they don't need to know. But nonetheless, there's certain things they don't know. There's a lot of men that don't know their woman. There's a lot of women that don't know their man. You never know somebody. You know what I'm saying? So while I respect the friendship with Stephen has with brother Jay-Z, fam, you don't know how your significant other is at work. When she's out with her girls. You don't know what she's like. You know what I'm saying? How many of us was really surprised when you moved in with your lady and she is a side to her you didn't see? Not before. Now you see it because y'all live together now. They can sit there and spill their old guts to you. You still don't know. So again, while I respect Stephen A. Smith and him holding down his friend, I hope it's not true, but you don't know that. You don't know. And us on the outside looking in, who don't have relationships with these people, we got to get over the fact of thinking that just because, you know what I'm saying, just because they've got a squeaky clean record, don't necessarily mean that they're innocent. Just because they're stars doesn't necessarily mean that they're innocent. They got sides to them too, just like us regular folk. They ain't no different from the rest of us. They just got access to more shit. So while I hope it's not true, you just never know. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z has another side that's capable of doing some heinous shit. I sincerely hope that I'm wrong, but we all got some sides to us. Some of us got a side that'll crack a bottle over somebody's head. Cling, motherfucker, cling. We sometimes we hardly know ourselves. Sometimes it's not until we find ourselves in a particular situation, you know what I'm saying, that we start to figure out things. Have y'all ever said to yourself, like, damn, I surprised myself with that one. Wow, I'm impressed with myself. Damn, I must be growing. Because the old me would have whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the things you don't know about yourself. That's got to be triple that. when it comes to knowing somebody else, come on, man. I get it. We have loyalty to our friends. Loyalty is important. I'm just saying. So, a little something that's got nothing to do with nothing, right? I'm changing my pooch's diet, right? From kibble to wet food. Y'all familiar with the farmer's dog? I ain't getting paid to advertise none of this. I guess I'm just saying this to say that, you know, we're embarking on yet another journey, switching up his diet. So last night was the first I introduced the other food to him. It's real meat, real veggies, all of that as opposed to the processed kibble. Yeah, we doing our thing, man. Word. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time to set up for my next client. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your likes, subs, and shares. Just recently got a couple new followers. Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and binge. You know, watch all the content. I'm lit, man. I'm lit. You know? A lot of times I think like, you know what? Damn, should I talk about that? Because this is not the first version of versions. I did one yesterday and I scrapped it. It's on the cutting room floor. I just think I could have did better. And it's crazy because I'm still thinking that. And I'm always going to think that. Y'all stay up, man. Thank you for your likes, subs, and shares. I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. Peace. Hey. This is Hoodies.